happening, man?
What's good, dog? You good?
Listen, we're about to talk some basketball, some players. Before Arabia asks us the NBA questions, I want to ask you a few questions. How do you feel when people be like, he only be with white girls? he never be with nobody but white.
That don't bother me because
Right.
you gotta think, like my fiance, she's a white girl, you know what I mean?
Right.
So she's from
we see you hopping out of like
dog. But the problem here, I'm from Wisconsin.
Right.
I grew up around all white people, you know what I mean?
Okay.
My girl is from Iowa. She
Right.
grew up around all white people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all like that video where you see me hop out the car with a bunch of white girls, it's like her sister and all her friends from growing up.
Got you.
So people killing me. I'm like, these are just our people from growing up, you know?
Exactly. How did you feel when your father ran down on Giannis during the playoffs? How did you feel about that?
Dog, you know the funny thing is I really didn't know it. I didn't know it was happening until I got to the locker room.
Right.
I checked my phone, my Twitter's blowing up.
Right.
Niggas text me, what's good with Pops and Giannis? I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Right.
And then I seen the video, I said, damn.
Right.
I was, I would, not that I was disappointed, I was mad that that's what they wanted to turn the conversation into. And like, he handled it correctly after, and it's water under the bridge now, but at the time I was low-key hot with him for a little minute, yeah.
What was that conversation like after you found out when you went home later or whenever you spoke to him? Like, what did you say to him when you seen it?
I called him. I was getting a massage. I called him. I said, hey, bro, what happened? And he, you know, man, I blacked out. I don't even remember. I was on the court celebrating. Next thing you know, boom. I'm like, man. Now, I was low-key mad. I don't ever, like, get at my pops or yell at him. You know, I just respect my dad, is OG, you know. But I was like, man, I'm just mad that you handled it that way, whatever. We had a lot of conversations after it, but he was very apologetic, and, you know, we just moved on.
No, that's what's up. Your playoff run last year was something epic. Like, you said at least one game, you had a game-winning shot in every series of the playoffs. I'm from New York. My team is the Spurs, but I'm from New York. I'm not going to have high blood pressure, disappointment, so on and so forth, being a Knicks fan. The Knicks I'm not old enough. I'm old now. I'm not even old enough to see the Knicks win. They haven't won in 53 years. When you hit that shot, and you hit them with the Reggie Miller choke, now, I know you thought you won the game, but your foot was on the line. How long have you been thinking about doing that? Because that, like, I was growing up, I was probably a teenager, maybe junior high school, when Reggie Miller actually did that shit to the Knicks. And when I seen you do it, I was laughing so hard because New York fans really thought you missed, and the ball bounces up and then it goes in. That couldn't have been spur of the moment. You had to think in your brain, one of these days, I'm going to come in Madison Square Garden and have this opportunity to do this. And y'all won the game, so it ended up working out. How long had you been thinking about that?
You know, I grew up, you know, I ain't really like, obviously that's like before I was born, those like Pacers Knicks series. And, you know, they had the 30 for 30 on ESPN back in the day, the Reggie Miller, the winning time, right? So I used to watch that all the time. That's how I got to know who Reggie Miller was. And so when I got traded to Indiana, that conversation was always there. You know, I'm like the next Reggie to the Pacers, whatever. And so from there, every time we played the Knicks, I'm like, damn, I'm waiting for the right time. Like, it's going to be the right time eventually. And everybody always like, yo, you got to pull out the choke, whatever. I'm like, but you can't just do that and look thirsty. You know what I mean?
It got to be the right moment.
They got to choke a lead, and it's got to happen the right time. And that's exactly what happened. So I was low-key mad that I broke it out and it didn't win the game. You know what I mean? But it's definitely some memorable, some will remember forever. I got to give you credit because we listen to it. When we play in New York or we play these teams from these cities, we usually listen to artists from the city. You know what I mean? So a lot of times in the locker room, we listen to a lot, man. Especially the song that makes me think the most about those series is "I'm Ready."
Oh yeah, I appreciate that.
We used to rock that shit all the time.
I appreciate it. I put the battery in your back, basically, to go do that. I appreciate it. How tough was it, right? And I'm sitting there watching your playoff run last season, and I'm like, y'all can say what you want, because sometimes you get scrutinized because they say he's herky-jerky, or he's not a traditional point guard, or you know, you don't play like Chris Paul, you have your own style, but it works. How disappointing was it to get to Game 7 and you was already injured and people see you play your heart out? And then, of course, any injury is always disappointing, but how disappointing is it to see you Game 7, championship, one game away from winning it, and then not being able to win it. What's your off season like? And what is that mentality like? And what's their motivation? Of course, your motivation to get back out there and win it, but how bad is it? How depressing is it? Because we hear players talk about all the time when they have the injury that you have, the journey to get back. Was it really tough for you over the summer?
Yeah, for sure. That summer was hard, bro, because like you said, it's almost like dealing with, like the best way I could compare it with, but it's bigger than that, is like somebody's first heartbreak. You know what I mean? Like that's what it was to me, because everybody was talking about how bad was the pain, whatever. Right. It wasn't about I got hurt or like the injury. I knew I was going to get surgery and whatever. Right. It was just more so about the heartbreak of being in that situation, somewhere you dream of being at your whole life, and it just kind of, get ripped out of your hands so fast. So that summer, last summer was like, I don't want to say it was the worst summer because I got engaged and had some good things happen, but like having to go from, almost like being like Superman at the top of the game, like literally, 48 minutes away from being at the top of my sport, like, doing something that niggas could never take away from me, to like, I can't even walk, you know what I mean? I can't shower without assistance. I can't like get dressed and undressed without help, that's hard. And that's like hard to accept. So it took a while, but once I got through that, and I had I have a great support system. My family, everybody took care of me, made sure I was good. But it's still hard, bro. Like even talking about it, like I try not to like go back. I don't even really watch the old games like that. Like we had a crazy playoff run. It's hard for me to even go back and watch because I know how it ends. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer that, what goes around, like this happened to me, but there's a reason for this. And, that's going to empower me to do some more special things in my career. So, I ain't gonna lie, brother. Day 2 of the playoffs today.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've watched a game. You feel me? I came out here, I said, man, I'm gonna watch WrestleMania. I'm gonna get away. Like even this season, like I watch our games, but it's hard for me to, like I love NBA basketball. I probably watch more hoops than most people in the world. But this year, bro, is hard because it's like, man, I can't even hoop. Like this shit just pissed me off. Like I watch a team play well, and I'm like, man, if I was playing, we'd dog them. You know what I mean? So it's been hard, but I'll get back in high competitive basketball. But yeah, I can't wait to get back out there, bro.
Who's the best guard that you've played against in your career?
That's tough, bro. There's so many. Like I know it's gonna sound crazy. I feel like the point guard position, we like in the best place maybe it's ever been. Like we might be the deepest the position's ever been. So you can go down the line. It's hard for me not to say Steph. Because I really believe he's the best point guard of our generation. He like when you scout him, other dudes, like if we playing like Luka or Shea, I look at them, I'd be like, damn, y'all got to guard him tonight. Good luck. I'll be in the gap, help you, right? You know what I mean? But Steph is like he off the ball the whole time. So like if whoever guard him gets screened crazy, you gotta switch, and then it's like, damn, now I gotta chase this nigga through 2-3 screens. It's like it's a long night. So it's hard not to say Steph. We obviously lost to Shea in the finals, and he's probably gonna go back-to-back MVP. So he's probably the other one. But yeah, man, you can go down the line. Our position is like, I think it's as deep as it's ever been.
Right. So you say Steph, you say Shea, you say Luka. Do you think you're the best point guard on the East Coast?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Come on, dog.
Yo, bro, I'm just saying.
What else is he going to say?
Yeah, come on, bro.
Yo, bro, I'm just saying because, listen, man, you got to, the Knicks win today by 20. You know what time it is. Jalen Brunson. All year round, Jalen. Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Arguably one of the best in the whole NBA right now. New York niggas don't want to hear that anybody's better than Jalen.
For sure, they should.
They sit here and say that Jalen Brunson is better than Shea Gilgeous. So you're better than Jalen Brunson.
That's what I heard.
Trying to get me to come out already say that, right? I just think like it's impossible. You can relate. It's impossible to like achieve the most if you don't believe that you're the best. Like there's no way. And like even I get on the court, it don't matter who it is, bro. Like we played the Bucks the past 2 playoffs, right? To me, Giannis is. There's an argument every year he's the best player in the world, right? But like. when I play these games against Milwaukee in the playoffs, I'm like, I'm the best player on the floor. I just have to view it that way.
Right.
And it could be almost a delusional confidence, but that's what allows me to do what I do. You know what I mean? So I just feel that way about everybody. Like I said, I respect everybody. I think everybody's great. But of course, I step on the floor. I believe I'm the best player on the floor every night.
As you should.
Yeah, speaking of your peers, I mean, you were voted the most overrated player in the NBA by your peers, which is crazy to begin with, that they would even have something like that. Did that motivate you to go on the run that you did? What did you think about that?
For sure. I think for me, I wasn't a super highly recruited kid or anything. I always have had people talking shit about me my whole life. I'm used to it, And I had a tough year for most of the year last year. I struggled early, battled with some injury stuff. So, so when this came out, it was pretty funny. And it came out the right time, too, because I'm the type of dude, I see something like that, it's the battery. You know what I mean? It's the battery I need. So it came out right before the playoffs. That's what I feel helped really. And it wasn't even just me. It was our team felt like it wasn't just disrespecting me. It was disrespecting our team as a group, because it was damn, y'all calling him overrated, and he, our leader, said we must be weak. You know what I mean? So I feel like everybody as a group, it helped, push our team a lot.
Okay.
Where do you think next season Indiana's at? Do you think your team is in a rebuilding phase, being that you lost a couple key pieces, or do you think that you'll be right back where you were at before your injury?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm ready to. I think we're gonna be one of the best teams in the East, compete for a championship. To be honest, I know it might be crazy because we one of the worst teams in the league this year.
I think you might be a little crazy, man.
No, it might be a little crazy, but I think we getting a longer offseason. Guys get to take care of their bodies, do what they need to do. We're gonna get a top pick. Hopefully if we get the pick in the lottery, and I'm coming back. And I don't mean to say that in an arrogant way at all, but I know who I am, and people know who I am, so we'll be ready.
That's what's up, man.
So my take on this whole Dexter Lawrence situation, Dexter Lawrence, first of all, is definitely somebody that you should know in the NFL. He's one of the best at his position, at nose tackle, as a defensive lineman, one of the best in the NFL. The Giants are much better with Dexter Lawrence on the field than off the field. You can look at EPA per play. You can look at pass game. You can look at rush game. The Giants are top 10 versus the pass with Dexter Lawrence on the field versus with him off the field. And so, but to even add context to that, Dexter Lawrence was double teamed at the highest rate in the NFL. No one was double teamed more in the NFL than Dexter Lawrence. That's how good he is. What I will say, though, is that I think Dexter Lawrence had a better supporting cast in New York than he will in Cincinnati, potentially. Not only did the Giants have Dexter Lawrence, they also had Abdul Carter. They also had Brian Burns. They also had Kayvon Thibodeau. So when you take that player and put them on another team, you may not have a supporting cast if he's being double teamed who could also step up to the plate.
Quick. Yeah. I mean to cut you off. The rookie last year,
Abdul Carter.
Is he playing?
You talking about for New York?
No. With the Bengals. He got drafted in the first round. I don't know his name. I just know that.
What position talking about, Pause?
I would say D-line. No, it's definitely D-line. I might be tripping. But I met him out on the carpet, and then I just remember that he never or something. I don't know if he did play or it was a contract discrepancy.
Shamar Stewart, there was a whole kind of holdout in the offseason.
Right.
He was saying that he didn't want to play until they got some stuff right with his contract, with some guarantees.
So
in case
did he ever come through?
Yeah, he did. He
played?
He played.
Okay.
Yeah, he played. He definitely played.
That's not much. No.
I mean, like I said, Raven could tell you better because we wasn't shit on defense. I was pissed off.
Yeah.
Then, like you said, Joe Flacco, I'm not Joe Flacco, Joe Burrow got hurt. I'm not saying Joe Flacco did a bad job. Joe Flacco has set some records with Chase, but when we not winning, they let me down, man, because me and Raby had a bet. It's one game away from making it to the fucking wild card. But don't worry, we're gonna come back this year because keep talking about my nigga that we got.
This was a really good move for you guys.
Okay,
this was a really, really good move for you guys. I know
and
it was.
Bro got that type of energy that, it's contagious.
He does. He's a good locker room guy. He's going to infect everybody else, not just on that defensive line, but on the defense, which in turn energizes your offense for sure. I would definitely say that him going from the NFC East, which traditionally has the Eagles, which has a really good offensive line. He's going up against the Eagles twice a year. The Cowboys, which also has a pretty good offense and offensive line. Now going to the AFC North, you have a Deshaun Watson / Shador Sanders situation where you don't know what that quarterback situation. You have a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers who might come back, and you have the Ravens who lost their center, Tyler Linderbaum. So he could really feast in the AFC North. So this makes a lot of sense. New York teams now own 25% of the top 16 picks in the draft. The New York Giants have the 5th and the 10th overall pick, and the Jets have the 2nd and the 16th pick. So right now, New York football owns a pretty good market in the NFL draft. Yeah. So now my question is, does it
What does that mean?
We know Giants is the only one. Jets, don't count on the Jets ever. I think the Jets won last time. The Knicks won more recently than the Jets. Last time the Jets won, Broadway Joe. What's the nigga Joe somebody? Broadway
You mean the
Joe.
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Niggas forget though when the
Your
Jets
name.
when the Jets had Rex Ryan. I want to say Revis was
We ain't
Revis
forget.
Island.
There's the butt fumble, all that. We ain't forget none of that shit, my nigga. We remember they didn't win.
Nah, you're right. But I'm just saying for them, like I feel like it's forgotten that they went back to back AFC championship.
They didn't win though.
Yeah, right.
Because you know why? Listen, you know what? See, that's what I'm saying. You wasn't here yesterday. We're not doing mediocre up here. We tired of mediocre when it comes to New York. New York, we stay being happy with the Eastern Conference Finals when you're with the Knicks.
I got you.
You're happy with making it to the
Back to you
AFC
with
Conference. The reason why that's a
finger
big
roll.
deal. The reason that's a big deal, Lou, is because they got the 2 AFC Conference championships during the Patriots era.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, cool. You did it during the Patriots era. Whoop-de-doo. Last they won in 1969. I think my mother was like 14. It's 13 or some shit. Like, New York sells for too much mediocrity. We was talking about it yesterday. They started naming streets after niggas in basketball.
Two games.
Jalen Brunson Avenue, Carl Anthony. Listen, that's just the way New York is now. We've seen the Giants win. We've seen the Yankees win. I'm even old enough to see the Mets win when I was like 9 years old. The Rangers. Never New York Knicks and never the Jets. No, we're not gonna do it, Lou.
I respect it because I'm big on the it is what it is, like the mediocre shit, like just it's not enough just to get to the dance.
There you go.
Niggas gotta really.
They don't even be getting to the dance. They get to the light before the dance.
Right, like yeah.
Right, and then they don't even get inside the party.
I think with these 2 picks, the Giants might be back.
Well, the last time the Giants had 2 top 10 picks was back, I think, in 2002, and they got Kayvon Thibodeau with 1 and another with another. But they went from a 4-win team, and then that following year they won 9 games. So they increased themselves five games just in that one season.
Ooh.
But are they back? I don't know.
They might be. They got a wide receiver. They got Scatterbull, and they got the quarterback. So with 2 first-round picks.
Malik Neighbors will be back.
Yeah,
that's true. But they also have Harbaugh, and Harbaugh be whooping them in practice. Zay Flowers came out and said that the reason why the Ravens have so many injuries is because Harbaugh overworks them in practice.
You like Scatterbull?
So,
I'm gonna tell you like this.
You like Scatterbull, bro?
I fuck with Scat. Now I seen where you was like, is Scatterbull the Eminem of the black running backs?
The nigga played 5 games, 6 games.
But I will say this: if
What do you mean is he the Eminem of the running backs?
Because my sister, she'd be like, "All right, Eminem is a good rapper, but if he was black, will we hype him up this much?"
Who would he be?
I'm just saying. And the way she explained, I'm just like,
that's
damn.
good because let's do, and this is my man too. That's one of my favorite rappers, Eminem too.
Facts, like
but I'm talking about Twister. Do he get the credit that he's supposed to get if he was white? That's what he's saying.
If Twister was white,
if Twister was
white, it would be a rap.
That's what I'm trying to say.
If Twister was white, niggas would be like,
yeah.
What?
Right.
Sipping on Hennessy. All that shit he be saying.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And we're not saying Eminem ain't nice because he.
Yeah. No, 100%.
But I understand where you're coming from. If he was black, how much credit would you give him?
But
So if he's nice, I don't get it. Then what's the thing? If he's
I'm
nice?
saying like Scatterbo is nice, but it's just like, all right, it's just like if you see a white DB and he nice. If you see a white, majority of the time, if you see a white DB at corner or safety, man, motherfucker, man, throw that motherfucker up, man.
Yeah.
It's Swiss cheese right here. What are we talking about? Yep. I got crackers. Let's make a sandwich. Pause. But if you see, one of them niggas out there, niggas like, it might be a little fight.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's just like a mentality. It go back to even
It's
as
the
a
same
kid.
thing because you know why? And I think got a little better over the years, but we talked about that too. When we play ball, a white nigga better not guard us. You better not. Do not
Smack
step
the
up,
floor
bro.
and do all of that.
That's exactly what I'm talking.
Do
When
not
it come
come
to
up here,
AAU
bro.
games,
Yeah, like
and
don't
you
come
play
up
an
here.
all-white team, y'all nigga get beat by an all-white team. Oh, niggas got
Taking
something
your
to talk
jersey
about.
back.
Man, what the fuck, man? We sitting in the car like, what?
Yeah.
My pop's gonna be like, shit, that's what we on today? Like, I'm telling you, like, it would hurt differently.
So that's what you said about Scatterable.
But at the same time,
Excuse me.
if I was on the team with a Scatterbo, I would want him to be my teammate. 100%. I
Why
would want
is
him on my
that?
team.
Why is that? Explain that.
It's not even about his play, it's the energy. Like certain guys, it's energy locker room guys. Like, shit, I can even say for myself, like when I played in the league, I know I got me 2 extra years just because of my energy in the locker room. Fuck the play, but the energy in the locker room. Like the vets with Roma Harper and Peanut Tillman told me recently that it was 2 years where I was supposed to get cut. And they literally told them folks, nah, we need Lou.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you now. But like, I ain't know that. But that's big. You know what I'm saying? Like, that energy and for him to actually make plays and be productive with that energy, I do hope that he come back, 100% the way he was able to play, doing the backflips and everything. That was a freak injury. But if he do, it's going to be a little scary. I think New York could really do some shit. Like, he different.
He is. And not just like with his on-ball assignments, but his off-ball assignments. Because it's not just about him carrying a rock. It's about blitz pickup, and it's about pass protection. And the way that he blocks is extremely intense. He's a really good teammate with the ball and without the ball, I think. Yeah.
I think he's just a good white boy. Played 6-7 games in New York going crazy. Yo, Scatterable. Nigga got 6 games under his belt.
To your point, though, what was the QB?
Cam doesn't like him because he got his
it ain't
name.
that I don't like him. We ain't seen enough of him, but because he white, because he has good energy, because he runs kind of violently. Scatterable. Then he go to fucking wrestling match. Scatterable is a wrestling. You made the great point. White. You know what I'm saying? When it's white, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it go. That's the way it goes. Same way we talk about, like, when just going back to NBA, they talk about, when niggas get another white boy, that's going to be crazy in the NBA. And that's because all the white players that's good are not American white players. They thought Cooper Flagg was going to be him this year. Maybe he will be eventually. Then you got Colin Knippel. But they like, where's the Michael Jordan of white people? You can't count Luka Doncic or Dirk Nowitzki or the Joker because they're not from America. They need a good old Larry Bird.
But when's the last time we seen even in the Michael Jordan era, when was the last time we seen a white type Michael Jordan?
Larry Bird. Like I'm saying, he's not nobody's Michael Jordan, but I'm talking about
Matt McClung.
Matt
even
McClung.
like
who?
No, he
Matt
said during the
McClung.
Michael Jordan era is Larry Bird.
Like, but Bird was on the, he was kind of older.
Well, no. What you got to realize is this: Mike came in '84. He didn't win till '94, '91. Bird and them niggas was winning. It was Magic and Bird until the end of the '90s. So yeah, Mike had to sit down for about 7 years. Yeah,
Detroit.
for about 7 years till he got there.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Larry Bird was that nigga. It took a minute. But yeah, to your point, nobody's going to be Mike. Nobody's going to
Well, I mean, I won't even say like Mike, but it's just like a Bird type vibe. Like where, Bird was talking shit to
Nobody do that. That's what I'm trying to say when they be arguing about top 10 players. Bird will sit there and say, you know what, I'm going to just play y'all with my left hand tonight. Pause. It don't make sense to play y'all with my strong arm. I'm just play y'all left-handed. And then go out there and play the whole game left-handed. But I used to be a Redskins fan growing up. And y'all might be too young to know. But it was a white running back, John Riggins, who was dumb nice and dumb good and valiant. And that was my nigga. And he was real good. So if Scatterboo get to that, we got a while to see. All I'm saying is you taking an appetizer and act like you full off the appetizer, like I didn't come to this restaurant again. Y'all didn't even eat yet. Pause. Get the meal and see what happened. That's all I'm saying.
He's got the Chili's 3-stack, the 3-piece joint.
Y'all hating on Scatterboo. Y'all hating on Scatterboo real bad because we see that he does something very unique that a lot of rookie running backs don't do. And one of the hardest things for rookie running backs to do is their off-ball assignments, and he does it so naturally. And, I think when we see a full season of it, then you'll be like, oh, okay.
How many games did he play this year?
Maybe 5-ish, something like that.
I'm not hating.
I've seen enough.
I'm not hating.
I've seen enough.
I'm actually not hating. Actually not going off 5 games. And let's say, for instance, too, right? Let's go with another resident. If he plays that well off the ball and that violently and that good of a running back, how long is his career going to be? RG3, even though he's a quarterback, all that shit you talking about, he might get hurt again.
He might.
And he one of them physical, like, no bullshit. I ain't just saying this because I'm here. Early today, I'm in the hotel. They playing the Youngstown Maurice Claret documentary on 30 for 30. Random. No bullshit. And it was like, they kept talking about, like, even his freshman year, how many injuries the nigga had. And he was out there running.
Yeah, Mo was a violent running
Physical.
back. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you say, to your point, like that wear and tear, how long is it going to last?
And Scatterboo, I'm not hating on you. I just said I didn't see enough because they'll be like, Cam hating on Scatterboo. Like she just said, I can't go. He played 5 NFL games. And Nick, I don't care if you in there making faces.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He didn't put the bubble up today. Thumbs up. Nick, where's the bubble at?
All I'm saying is this. Let me see some more. And I'll be like, okay, cool. Same thing. Jackson Dart. I'm telling you, he's nice. Nick, how many games y'all won? 2 games last year? It's not equivalent out to wins. And they be like, yo, Lou, they be like, yo, they got a bright future. They just won 2 games.
So what you think about QB?
As far as Jackson Dart?
Yeah, Dart. Off of what you seen. Like, because,
the eye test.
Because
I'm going to give them, what I'm saying is let me see, because they fired the coach. He came in because Russell Wilson. What you think about Russell Wilson and Sierra chemistry with now?
Okay. Yeah. What I will say is Russell Wilson, he did what he had to do. So it's different. It's different. Nah, I'm not moving the goalposts.
I'm just about to say.
Chain move, man.
For everybody,
you move the chain.
I'm not moving the chain.
Went like this. Nigga said he did what he had to do. What was that?
Oh, like, now hear me out though. Like Russ, I just feel like Russ in his I don't give a fuck era. Like y'all niggas done tried me plenty times. If I was like, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I remember my freshman year in college. I was at Georgia Tech. I was a true freshman. This nigga Russell Wilson was at NC State before he went to Wisconsin. Man, me and my dad, I got in the car. I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like my dad was like, "Man, whoever that nigga is, he is different, right?" Obviously, he did what he did in Seattle. He's had a great career. I just feel like now he's like at the stage of his career where he just like, man, y'all little niggas. He not gonna say that because he Russell Wilson, but I think mentally, with Sierra giving him the goodies, he's definitely mentally like, y'all niggas don't want this.
Yeah.
So I think he's gotten attitude of where he don't give a fuck no more.
He could, especially with the media kind of talking a lot of shit about him and Sierra. He might just be over being the good guy who
Now
is.
play is over with.
Yeah.
But we don't need that no more from Russ.
Yeah.
He already got a ring.
Yeah. Very true.
So you just paying them to do walkthroughs?
You said it's over for Clay?
Huh?
No, for Russell Wilson.
No, before you said Clay, it's over for?
No.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah.
He's talking about Russell Wilson.
Okay,
I'm
gotcha.
saying, so what do they pay him for? Walkthroughs at this point?
I think veteran guidance. You know? You got to have that. I mean,
But does he want to be that is the question. Does he want to be in a
that's what I'm
locker
saying
room?
he don't even give a
and
damn
just-
no more. I think he just want to be around. He can bring, his kids and, show them the ropes, see,
He can't get the office and all of the extra parking spaces at this point.
Nah, but at the same time, like you said, with the Sierra guidance, I think the nigga can pop lock into a motherfucking into a first class parking spot. 100%.